So once we've acquired our map data, we've montaged it. So if you had multiple fields, they're now in one montage data file. We've true mapped it, so we've removed the background from the data and dealt with any overlaps based on the elements that we've selected in this table. We can then start to investigate our data in a bit more detail. So if I expand our montage data, you can see we have a bunch of elements, same as in this list. In the periodic table, they're yellow because they've been true mapped, and I can select individual elements and see the distribution of intensities of those elements as I click through. Now, I find it useful to go through each element individually and to extract spectra from the different phases that I can see. So I'm going to just give you a few examples of how I would process my data. On the left here, you can reconstruct a spectrum from a region. I tend to take a rectangular region and I select as many pixels of a similar concentration as possible. In selecting that spectra, I can then click on the spectrum and see what the peaks of that area are. So I can see I have a big silicon peak, a magnesium peak, a calcium peak, an iron peak, and from my knowledge I know that this looks like a Kleiner peroxene, so I can then rename my spectrum CPX. I would repeat that for all the elements that I have present. So let's see what we've got in here. So in magnesium, we'll do the same thing, take a rectangular region. Also looks like CPX, so I rename that, and I would continue to do that for each of my different elements. I can also play with the color and the brightness and contrast. So by tweaking it, I can start to emphasize certain differences in the data that you couldn't see initially. So for iron, magnesium, tweak the color to emphasize some of the chemical differences. Calcium, something like that, and aluminium maybe. And then I can start to layer up my image. Once I've identified all the phases, I would do this for every element and identify all the different phases in there. We can then click on the layered image, which allows me to layer up all these different elements. I can select which ones I'm layering up. I find it most or easiest to go to summary, and then I can turn on and off different layers and change the colors of them. I'm going to have iron. I'll turn off chromium and titanium. I don't want iron to be the same color as aluminium, so I'm going to make iron, well, I'll leave iron red, make aluminium, I'm just going to choose white. So magnesium, aluminium, maybe we want calcium, let's say. Now you can see that by choosing different colors and specifying which elements I want to show, I can start to really clearly show the different phases actually that are present. So let's see what this material is. It's different to the CPX. You can see it has a lot of aluminium, a lot of silicon, and some calcium, a tiny amount of iron. That looks like plagioclase to me, so I can find another phase that I missed earlier. So I work through my data typically like that, and of course you can export this layered image with and without the spectral locations once you've tweaked your colors of each element and the brightness and contrast, etc., to your liking.